Okay, welcome. And so today we're going to go through a process which you've seen me do, but now I'm going to tell you it's called factoring by inspection. So what we're going to do is we're going to go through and we're going to inspect each term to see what the common factors, in other words, we want to find the greatest common factor that we can pull out. Okay, so we're going to do it by inspection. So what we're going to do is we're going to say, okay, well, let's look at the coefficients and say, what is the greatest factor that I can factor out of the coefficients? Well, we've got a 6, 3, 9, and a 3. So what's the greatest common, what's the biggest number? In other words, what's the biggest number that's going to divide all three of them? In this case, the largest number that will divide all three is 3. So we can pull out a 3. Okay, now let's look at the A's. Now in this case, the biggest factor of A is the one with the largest exponent that we could pull out of all of the terms. Okay, so here we've got A to the 5th, we got A to the 3rd, and A to the 3rd. So it looks like we're restricted by A to the 3rd because that's the largest one that we can pull out. We can't pull out an A to the 5th here because we only have 3 of them. And we've only got 3 A's here. So we can only pull out based on what the limiting exponent is. In this case, it's always the smallest exponent. Okay? So in this case, it's A to the 3rd. So we can pull out an A to the 3rd. That's the maximum power that we can pull out of all 3. And then likewise with the x variable, we look at what the largest value of x that we can factor out. Again, that's limited by the smallest power. And so in this case, it's going to be x squared. And so now, if we factor out, again, if we divide all of these terms by this factor, what will be left over? Well, if we divide this term by this, we're going to end up with a 2 and A squared. Remember your rules of exponents, right? And, well, x divided by x is 1. So we're not going to put a 1 in there because 1 times anything is itself. So this is what we get left over. Minus, well, 9 divided by 3 is 3. A cubed divided by A cubed is 1, so we're going to just leave that way, leave that alone. And then x cubed divided by x squared leaves us 1x. And then finally, 3 divided by 3 is 1. A cubed divided by A cubed is 1. X squared divided by x squared is 1. So we get 1, just like before. And so now, this is our final expression. So something to note, just to keep in mind. I didn't change the identity of this polynomial. All I did was change the form of it. So this and this are exactly the same. Okay? They represent the exact same polynomial, graph, whatever. Okay? So I'm just changing the form of what it looks like, but they're the same. Okay? Okay, that's it. See you next time. We'll do another example.